Super Lizzy is an innovative Italian rubbish compactor for use in the lounge, basically for fast food type restaurants. The way it works is that the customer or the member of staff takes their tray up to the Super Lizzy, and an electric eye enables it to open up. The items go into basically like an old-fashioned mangle. And the advantage of this is, if you have polystyrene, it's very, very hard to compress it. But this, because it cuts things up, it means that the quantity can be reduced by quite a considerable amount. Here's the waste coming out into the bin. You can see at the end, and it's hugely concentrated, up to 90%, which would be a PET bottle. There are a lot of advantages. Obviously, the reduced staff time emptying the bins, the fact that when you take the bin out, so often they spill on the floor, and then people have to be cleaning the floor when there's a lot of people around. And obviously, you benefit from having less space taken up, so you can have more tables, which is good for throughput. You don't need a compactor. The machine looks like people like using it because it's fun. And the livery can be customized completely, and you can give a green message that you're actually doing something with your waste.
Thank you very much.
The judges face the concept of a consumer-friendly rubbish compactor. Is Super Lizzy an innovative idea or a solution to a problem that doesn't exist? Will David's hopes of rolling it out throughout the business be crushed?
There's obviously a reliance on this product from a mechanical perspective.
There is,
What's the maintenance?
Now, there can be problems. We've had one or two, and it's nearly always because an operator hasn't necessarily done something correctly, particularly not cleaning them correctly. But if they do things correctly, they are incredibly reliable.
I was going to say, are they hard to clean, these machines?
They're not hard, but they do have to be cleaned every day. It's very important that the cleaning is done correctly.
So how long does a daily clean take?
It probably takes about 20 minutes, quarter of an hour, something like that.
Per unit?
Yeah, and basically it's a question of putting in bits of cardboard and letting them go through the system, and then ice cubes.
So you need the facility to make ice on site?
Yeah.
So you don't physically clean it yourself? You stick
You
some
do a little
card
bit
in.
of cleaning, but the main cleaning is doing what I've said. You
Stick
do
some card
wipe
in.
it as well, but it's just a question it does it itself. You don't have to do anything. You just wait for it to go through the system.
So there's somebody that would pick up your blocks of compressed rubbish and take it away to burn for electricity?
I mean, if you're in an area where there's a power station that will do it, the answer is yes, they will. I mean, there are some shopping centres that are doing that at the moment, and we're actually talking to some shopping centres because obviously with food courts and things. I mean, the one thing I'll have to say straight away, doesn't work in every restaurant. It's got to be, if you've got knives and forks and plates and things, this can work if you've got an incredibly disciplined lot of people, but it's not really for that. It's where you've got plastic forks and wooden things and polystyrene.
Totally throwaway solution.
Throwaway things.
And in terms of noise?
Yeah, it's very, very quiet. You hardly know it's on. I mean, certainly if you're in a restaurant and it's working, you really don't hear it, to be honest. If there's a few people talking, it's not something you're conscious of.
Okay. I think it's vote time.
My main concern is that in 98% of the instances where we get rid of waste, it's not a fast food QSR environment. And on the basis that you have said that it's not right, your product isn't right for that type of environment, there is a nervousness. But I do think it would probably be a bit wrong of us if we didn't potentially look at whether there was an opportunity to trial it and see how it goes down in that type of environment, just to fully understand whether that's the right decision or not.
The way I see it, I mean, I'm looking at it from a chef perspective. Now, a lot of our produce going into a lot of our units, where it isn't supposedly generally a disposable site, there is lots of rubbish in the kitchen. So I can think there's an application for something similar to that, compressing stuff in the kitchens with card.
But this, yes or no?
No.
Lorna?
I'd have to say no as well. There's areas of the business that could use it, but I don't think it covers enough of the business to warrant introducing it.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Claire on it in the sense that I think it'd be remiss of us not to do some maths and to understand some of the challenges
We'd be happy to
I'll have
lend you a
look at that.
machine if you want to try it. I mean, it's not a problem to us.
Okay, so I'd be a yes.
And well, I'll say yes if you can put one in for a trial in a site to convince us.
Yeah.
It's finding that site.
Okay, brilliant.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your
Pleasure.
time.
David WattsRussell scrapes through the idea works without his product being rubbished. He gets enough votes to secure a focused trial to see if there are any parts of Compass's wide business that could benefit from Super Lizzy.